All right, hey everyone, Justine with Blue Jay Orchids. This is a sneak peek of the Palmer Spring Open House, which is happening this weekend. I went Saturday and Tuesday. Saturday was a little too early, they weren't quite ready, and then Tuesday they had started cutting some of the plants for the bare roots. So stay till the end because there's some surprises at the end, and definitely don't want to miss those. All right, so here is all the info over here. The dates. It starts Friday, opens up at 9 a.m., and then Sunday it opens a little later. They have educational talks every day, so just check the schedule. They're located in Bradenton, and they're located way too close to where I am, so I might be there all 3 days. We'll just have to wait and see. They have guest vendors as well, so it's not just Palmer's. So Palmer will have all their usual great stuff. They've been working very hard. They'll have their $10 tents, they'll have buried divisions and Vanda top cuttings. And then they also have guest vendors like Artstone Orchids, Brethren Orchids, Orchids 365, who you know is one of my good friends. Pat's Orchid Baskets and Mount. He does cool woodwork and different designed orchid baskets. Pateo Casero, which I still might not be saying right, but that's my friend Sandy. And then Paul's Plantscapes is normal plants. When I say normal plants, I mean your typical kind of house plants, rare plants, and cactus, and just I mean, I am so focused into orchids, I consider them normal plants, if that makes sense. I like all plants, but if I start wandering into the philodendron and Hoya realm, I'm gonna really go broke. So I'm gonna focus on orchids. But the video is gonna be a little bit of talking in the video, but mostly voiceover. The footage is from Saturday. Forget what date. Saturday the 1st, maybe. Let's go with that. Saturday before the show. So like a week before, and then the other footage is from Tuesday of this week. So hope you guys enjoy the little sneak peek, and I will be checking in. No beliefs. I have this one. Lots of noblies. This one is Den Brilliant Smile. This one doesn't have a tag. You're pretty. Oriental Smile Fantasy. Who is this here? I didn't see a name on this orchid. This orchid might not be for sale. This might be one of their keeper plants, but too pretty not to share. Some beautiful Den Nobly little ones. It's pink. Just seas of Den Nobly. Ooh, who are you? That's pretty. This is a beautiful dendrobium. It is massive. I wish I had something to give you an idea of how large it is. You're just going to have to go and take a look. I believe it's Hawaiian Spectacular. I'll post a name of what I think it is. And then the previous videos you saw, those are all the fronts of this greenhouse. This is the Vanda greenhouse. The other videos, like as soon as you come in through the gate, that's all going to be on the left side. And then we are now entering the Vanda greenhouse. Quick little walkthrough of the Vanda greenhouse area, taking a look at some of the flowers that catch my eye. This is a beautiful kind of crimson peachish one. Let's see. Name is Pirate Blitz Heartthrob or something. Oh, and this right here, this is Vanda Mariae. Look at this plant. It's just massive. This is a Vanda species, but what is nice about it is it's a Vanda species that will bloom more than once a year. And then has that beautiful coloring. And then so they have cuttings of that. Just so many beautiful Vandas. You can get lost in here. First couple times you walk in here and you just don't know what to do. You don't know where to look. This is a beautiful Vanda. This one's fragrant too. It's a mini Palmer cross. It's Tom Holland Tan or Memra Holland Tan or something. This looks like a newer cross. This is very intriguing. Has lamellata in it or lamellata. So lamellata with, I don't know what the other one is, but lamellata is a nice species. Makes a lot of good crosses. Some mini grams. Beautiful white Vanda. Just one thing to remember about Vandas is they do require a fair bit of work. You gotta water them a lot, and you gotta protect them from the cold, but oh, they are gorgeous. Really like this one here. The color combo just looked so nice. The really dark lip. And then this plant in particular was very nice. Tag is, I'm not entirely sure. This pink one was really nice. I like the one next to it a lot too. And the sun was just kind of hitting this one perfect. Really pretty, like freckly and purple. Just beautiful. Didn't see the tag on that one. I've seen this red one a couple times. I really like that red one. And then some anesmums. These are great. Only bloom once a year, but the fragrance on these is amazing. Really like these plants. First up is a cool Vanda species or Vandaceous species. Some good Cattleyas. That's a pretty pink one. Let's see, nice little species here. In the spring, they always have a good assortment of bare roots because that is the proper time to be repotting most orchids. So they always have a lot of great bare roots. And they do have other orchids pulled aside that they will be cutting up as the weekend progresses. So don't freak out if you can't get there Friday. If you can only come Saturday or Sunday, there still will be stuff. And there's still the $10 tent. You would be hard pressed to go there and not find something. And then there's also the whole main greenhouse that I didn't show you. I did have my youngest with me this day, and he really wanted to go, so was not able to give as much of a sneak peek on Tuesday when I went, but we'll be trying to film this weekend when I go. And this is just a sneak peek, so can't show you everything. But they'll have the usuals. They'll have the Laelia undulata alba. That's always a very good find. They have great encyclias. This is a primary hybrid with our Florida native. This is a species. And then they have some really juicy encyclia. Let's see, I think. Um, nope, I'm not pulling the tags for that right now. But yes, they have some great, great plants, like always. A little bit of dense speciosum, just another quick shot of all the bare roots. At the very end, I'm going to post pictures of the tags so you can kind of look at the tags and see if there's any orchids. That's daisy chain, that's a cute bulbophyllum. Any orchids that, you have to have. I mean, we have to have all of them, but we are limited on space, at least I am. A little bit. All right, so that's all the footage I have. I do have photos coming up. So the photos are going to be a post that Palmer Orchids just posted today. And then I took pictures of some of the tags and I Googled some of the flowers and pulled some of the flowers from Palmer Orchids website. So those photos are going to be upcoming as well. And then I still have a sign off at the very end, but just wanted to prepare you for the transition. All right, so this is Wednesday, March 5th. Palmer just posted these, we kind of call them full sun vandas or arandas, macaras. These are called different things depending on who you talk to, but these are all like top cuttings. These tend to do pretty well. You have to acclimate them a little bit, but these are definitely a lot of fun, and they have some great colors this year. So the first slide gives you like all the names. This is pulled directly from Palmer Orchid's Facebook post. They did not have these when I went on Tuesday. And then coming up, I have pictures of all the tags from some of the bare roots. I did not get footage of the main greenhouse, and the footage from the other areas are from Saturday. And I will explain more at the end. All right, so I hope that you find that helpful. So, a little disclaimer on the bare roots: nothing is guaranteed, it's first come, first serve. And then pricing of the bare roots depend on quality of the roots from the cutting, how many bulbs you have, type of plant. So you will see some bare root cuttings for as little as $10 almost, and you will see some up to like 50 or more. It just depends on, is it a species? Is it rare? Is it something readily available? So the price on the bare roots is going to fluctuate. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video or at some point in the video, typical open house setup. They'll have guest vendors. So you walk in from where they let you in. If you turn left, you have like the front growing area in front of the Vanda house. That's going to be a lot of landscape plants and plants that can handle more sun because they grow outside year round. A lot of the denobiles, a lot of the encyclias, a lot of the like some of the deal plants. Then you can go through the Vanda house and go into the main greenhouse. And then you walk through the main greenhouse. If you turn left, kind of towards the end of the greenhouse, that's going to be where most of the bare root orchids are. And then if you just keep following the shell path, you'll go by all the vendors, and then you will see the $10 tent. And then they also will have a food vendor on the days, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, they'll have a food vendor, like a food truck. They will also have water available, but if there's something you prefer to drink, I would, go ahead and bring your own water. You're never gonna not have enough water. Um, yeah, trying to think if there's anything else important. Just have a good time, be nice to everybody. If you do go and it's because you saw my video, go ahead and tell the staff that, oh, I'm going because I saw a sneak peek from Blue Jay Orchids. It's kind of fun for them to know that the video from me kind of helped you guys decide to go. And it's kind of fun for me to know that too. I will probably be there most of the days, maybe all 3. I'm not positive. It's just going to depend on what's going on with my kids and the rest of my weekend. I will be there Friday for sure. First thing when it opens. And yeah, just say hi to all my friends like Roxy and Sandy and all the other vendors like Brethren, Phil, and Liz. And it's just a great group of orchid people. And it's always a fun time. I always enjoy getting to see all my friends. And there's always lots of orchids to get in trouble with. I'm going to try to be good. It will be hard because spring is probably the best. I mean, it's kind of my favorite one that they do because they tend to cut up some really good plants in a good way. It's not like a bad thing. It's just sometimes you need to cut a plant to make it fit in your area. And then also it gives us, the customer, a chance to get an orchid that you would not be able to get normally because a lot of the plants that they cut up are keeper plants. Plants that they've kept for breeding or like certain characteristics that they really liked that they themselves, because all growers deep down we're hoarders. If there's a pretty flower that opens and it's the best that we think we've seen, or if there's a certain trait that we like, we can't get rid of it. We say we're going to sell stuff, but sometimes you just can't. I mean, the more you get into the hobby, the more you'll see. I'm starting to ramble, but yeah, anyway, hope you guys found this helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll try to get some footage from the show this weekend and hopefully see some of you guys there. So, as always, I will say bye and keep growing.